forest.
Stand clear. Absorption test. Have fun with this gift. Rested. Teamwork is
Forge! Lament! Tear! Worthless!
gears. I'm going in.
Evil conquering! Tear! Tear!
Stand clear. Absorption test. Have fun with this gift. Everybody stand.
Useless! Disappear! Tear! Worthless!
Gears of the storm. Teamwork is true.
Orange! Lament! Tear! Tear!
Oh, you're here early. I just ordered.
Let's all take a seat.
Here, hand me your cups.
Oh, thank you.
Wait, you weren't supposed to drink that pie. That was for you to rinse your
Wow, so much delicious food.
That's just how we do it where I'm from. Most of the time, though, I don't eat lunch after dim sum.
Oh, that's good to hear. Paimon doesn't need to worry about holding back then.
Eat! If it's not what about you, traveler? Is the food...
Paimon's gonna take... Oh, listen. Paimon's figured it out. Let's think about this for a second, Gaming. That would explain why you try to keep your friends
Are you confusing me with Xingqiu?
Huh? You know Xing...
More often than not, that means...
Oh, you truly...
Okay, enough with the teasing.
What? Oh, Paimon thought she was onto something there.
My dad is just an ordinary My dad... But that's just not who I...
Have you ever talked, about your...
Of course I have. I told him I wanted to be a wushu dancer. That I wanted... According to my dad, though.
Oh, that's...
I'm sure he thought I would... One day. In the end, don't get on my... No. But my dad stopped. I knew talking...
Gaming.
But... In the past. And you can't just... Still.
Paimon understands.
Okay.
Actually, we told Shen...
Oh?
Are you interested?
Oh, no. It's just that I happen to know Auntie Shenyun.
That title's...
Oh, I know that she came to see me a few days...
Is that...
It's one thing to use...
Yeah, she...
It would be such a
Great! The...
Useless.
Ganyu! Come on, wake up! Some friends have arrived!
Hello, friends.
Ganyu!
Oh, I have some mint oil. Perhaps we should try that. A guest at Wanmin restaurant recommended it to me. I've tried it. Apologies in advance.
Wait! Shenhe! Not there!
See? It worked. She's awake.
Are you okay, Ganyu? Do you...
I'm fine. I just feel...
Huh. Was it that effective?
Chilly, huh? Master always says a cool... Paimon doesn't think that...
Was I asleep? Must have been around the time I used...
Did you not sleep last night? Perhaps you should...
I'm sorry. I seem to have missed your name. You are...
Me? My name is Gaming. I work as a guard for the
Gaming. The name sounds familiar. People tell me you're an extremely
well, you know me.
My name is Ganyu. This is Shenhe. And this is Yao.
It's an honor to finally meet you all. Oh, you must be here for Auntie Shenyun's kite.
Yes. I have neither made nor flown a kite before. As long as Master is willing to teach, I am willing to learn.
Me too! I want to participate in the kite flying competition with... Plus, it's more meaningful if you make the kite yourself. Your best friend didn't come with you? Well, Chi-Chi's been super busy helping Dr. Baiju lately. I'll meet up with her later and give her a huge surprise. Oh, I also brought bandages and ointment with me today. It's easy to cut yourself when working with bamboo, so I thought I should come prepared.
Wow, you're really thoughtful.
As for myself, I'm afraid I lack some of my I was originally planning to buy a ready-made kite and just enjoy the festive city atmosphere with it. But Cloud Retainer is always going out of her way to look after her juniors, wanting us to have the best there is. It was so thoughtful of her to arrange this workshop, so I simply couldn't let such consideration go to waste. My motivation for being here might be...
Well, we're all here.
Who is it that speaks of oneself in such...
Oh, come on! You clearly heard Paimon!
Master stopped to buy grilled tigerfish to share with everyone.
Oh, Paimon, sorry, Miss Illuminated Bird! Paimon always knew you were the smartest, coolest, and prettiest Adeptus. Someone as wonderful as you is sure to have brought... So delicious. Paimon's life is...
It appears that we've ended up with quite a few participants indeed. Go ahead and divide yourselves. The materials are over here. The regular dyes and luminescent ones have been clearly marked. As for how to make the kite, one assumes you all made
Paimon may have focused a little... Paimon knew she could count on you, Traveler.
One will wait under this tree and avail oneself of the cool air while one digests. Do not hesitate to seek one's company.
We're not in any hurry to get...
Hey, Gaming! What's the team?
Huh? But I have to participate?
You're that
No, it's not... What do you think, Shiyu? Is there a particular...
I want to swap...
Not...
True.
Shenhe, it would be great if you could refrain from putting things on my horns from now on.
I see. My apologies. I shall remember that in the future.
Thank you. No harm done.
Good. Could I touch them just once more, though? No oil or anything this time. I've just always wondered what Miss Ganyu's horns feel like.
Huh? Please, I told you. Just call me Ganyu. Well, all right. Just be gentle.
Firm to the touch with no discernible temperature. Oh, not unlike certain medicinal plants I've eaten before. Oh, still, Ganyu appears to be shaking like a cat whose whiskers have just been touched. I should stop. I see. Then I'll apply the oil to your forehead next time.
Oh, no need. I'll just refrain from taking afternoon naps outdoors. Anyway, we should... Perhaps we should just choose the most traditional style.
Okay.
Well, they seem to be getting along swimming. Auntie Cloud Retainer, look! Am I doing it right?
Very good. Your frame is nice and sturdy. This design, is it a finch?
Yep.
One is looking forward to seeing your finished product.
What color are you going to make it, Yao Yao? I haven't decided yet. If I make it blue, it'll be more like my friend. But if I make it gold, it'll be more...
If you are asking for one's own opinion, one would advise choosing gold. When giving a gift, the key consideration is the recipient's feelings, is it not? One imagines your friend would much prefer a kite that reminds them of you.
Oh, hey, I never told you the kite was for Chi-Chi. How did you know?
With age comes wisdom, child. One simply has a way of knowing things.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Auntie Cloud. I'm gonna start painting it gold right now.
Good. One will watch. You two seem strangely unoccupied. One was under the impression that one was supposed to be doing the relaxing. Is your kite finished?
We actually haven't started yet, but we're going to start. We should get started on our kite now. Let's go. First, we have to decide on the shape. Hey, what are you laughing at? Oh, if nothing else, a Paimon-shaped kite could at least make sure you never get lost. Maybe we're not exercising enough artistic license. Ooh, we should exaggerate this a bit. How about this? Now, what expression should we give her? Ooh, like this? Ooh! The title of chapter! Now that we've decided, let's make it happen! It's done! Now we just have to attach the string, right?
All right, gather around, everyone.
Oh, Shenyun's calling us!
Let one take a look.
Wow! Ganyu and Shenhe made a scissor-tailed swallow! It's so pretty!
Yep. The coloring makes it look a lot like Master.
If the tail wasn't split in two like that, it might even be a spitting image! If you look closely, there are a few spots where the colors go outside the lines. Did you doze off while painting it, Ganyu?
I did the painting. I stared at the paper for quite some time, but I simply could not recall the coloring of any bird. Except Master. Or should I say that I'm too familiar with her crane form? Even when she stands before us in human form.
Oh, well, now that you mention it,
Exactly. So I simply closed my eyes and painted from memory.
No way. You can paint with your eyes closed? Wow, the disciples of Adepti really are something.
You are most filial, Shenhe. One is flattered by the likeness.
The Swanee that Gaming and Shuyu made looks very majestic. I'm sure it'll look even more
The eyes and ears glow in the dark, so you're sure to see it at night. Your golden finch is cute too, Yao Yao.
it's all thanks to
What about your kite, Traveler?
Ta-da! Here it is!
Its self-important countenance bears a striking resemblance to that of its namesake.
It makes her look like she's already won the competition. Well, that's gonna happen one way or another.
Is that the Jade Chamber?
Oh? Who dares attempt such a flagrant display of impropriety by releasing a kite into one's territory without one's permission? Oh, and to do so by making use of this crude piece of mortal machinery. One simply must know who it is that possesses such impertinence. Continue attaching the strings, everyone. One will be but a moment.
Cloud Retainer? Traveler, Paimon, could I trouble you to go?
Master's going to be okay. Right.
I'm more worried about the person who released the kite.
There's wind up ahead! Looks like we can glide over! It's right there!
This Fontanian device of mechanical motion is quite curious indeed.
Now is hardly an opportune time for your musings. Someone among us was not sufficiently attentive, and now the kite has vanished.
Calm yourself. Do you have any recollection of its last location?
One believes it drifted in the direction of Mount Outsong. Perhaps it is mere happenstance, but one feels a certain sense of dread at the thought.
Your concern is misplaced, surely. Cloud Retainer is either in the city looking after her disciples, or secluded in her abode attending to her research. She will not notice that kite. On the subject of said kite, however, one simply must remark on the genius of its windlass lift technology. One cannot help but surmise that its ingenuity rivals that of Cloud Retainer's creation.
Still thy tongue. If Cloud Retainer were to hear you profess such a thing, we can both say farewell to any further use of the Supreme Cuisine Machine.
One presumes that this kite belongs to you.
Huh?
Regard the situation with which we are now confronted. This is all your fault.
One's fault? One seems to recall that releasing the kite was no solitary endeavor. Say something, Mountain Shaper. Surely you can think of something to appease her.
Further explanation shall only fan the flames of her wrath. It would be better to stay silent and retire at the earliest opportunity.
We can hardly avoid her forever. That may suffice during Lantern Rite. But what about the Moon Chase Festival? Sooner or later, she will discover our true identity.
Hello?
Go retrieve the kite.
Absolutely not. You retrieve it.
That is not our kite.
Oh, so an adeptus such as oneself is mistaken then?
Ah, you're an Adeptus? Please forgive us for any impropriety. I truly possess no inkling of who could have released a kite into your esteemed domain. Pray, who could be responsible for such wanton behavior?
Verily, verily, we were but delighting in the surrounding scenery. This locale is home to such exquisite... mint! Well, and if that's all, then we'll just be on our way.
We finally caught up. You sure do fly fast in your illuminated bird form, chick. Mooncarver? Mountain Sheeper? What are you doing here?
You!
Okay, now Paimon's getting a weird vibe. Did she say something?
It is of no consequence. Long has one seen through their disguises. One was simply curious as to how long they would keep up the act.
Then you are not angry?
How could one feel anger at the sight of two old friends enjoying themselves? One is also well aware of how enticing these city novelties can be.
We were simply consumed by a fit of festive spirit. Seldom do we get the opportunity to partake in the delights of the times. However, we are far from being as adept as you in matters that require a deftness of hand. No worthy kite could be born of our own making. Thus, we could only take the convenient route, so to speak.
Your prowess in mechanics is unparalleled, Cloud Retainer. You wield the wind and waves themselves. Your singular talent stands unmatched across the land.
One has guests to attend to. We will have to convene again some other time. Traveler, Paimon, do try to keep up.
We're leaving already? All this flying from place to place is wearing...
Worthless!
They're back.
Paimon...
After you left, Yao Yao and Shu Gaoming offered to...
Before he left,
Oh?
he said he looked quite
Now that you mention it, Gaoming did seem to have a rather strange attitude towards kites.
a reflection of himself. If I were a kite, I would...
Shenhe?
It may be if Gaming truly sees a kite as a reflection of himself,
Well, people often have different...
just like some people can eat spice.
Exactly. That's why tolerance and...
Tolerance and understanding? What brought about this conversation?
We were just chatting. You don't have to butt in on every...
One was merely doing a bit of cooking. Night fast approaches. If you are otherwise unoccupied, one would entreat you to stay and eat before you depart.
Oh, it's been so long since I've had the...
Worry not. One has prepared a variety of meat and vegetable dishes. One is more than familiar with everyone's culinary proclivities. Shenhe, Ganyu, come with me.
Whoa, what's with all the secrecy? You're not trying to play favorites, are you? If you're ready to serve the food,
Useless.
This is...
I can feel the wind brushing against my legs. This is a bit embarrassing. Is the headpiece secure? I should have asked Cloud Retainer to check before I stepped up.
How do we look?
She asked them just like that?
You look pretty too, Ganyu! Oh, how should Paimon put it? You both look so elegant and refined! Those outfits really suit you both!
Given that one employed the services of the best tailor in all of Liyue, one would expect nothing less. What colors have you been partial to lately, Shenhe and
Lately? Why?
I like black.
One is gratified to see one's disciple has inherited one's own tastes.
The color black doesn't get dirty easily. A virtue I've come to value recently.
And you, Ganyu?
I favor blue and black.
And the material is sufficiently comfortable, yet?
Yes, very. I simply cannot thank you enough, Cloud Retainer, for this gift. And the kite, too.
Thank you, Master.
One is content as long as you are pleased with the gift. One hopes these garments will see much use.
Seems like your supreme cuisine machine is just getting better and better! This golden crab's particularly good. The shell's deliciously crunchy, and the meat inside, it's a good thing Gaming isn't here.
He traveled all this way on account of the kite-making workshop, and he spent... Oh, well...
It's rare for someone to make such a good impression on...
One has high standards. He appears to be a young man of much merit, and one is not the type who would see such potential squandered.
It appears that he wishes to break free from the kite string that tethers him.
Kite string? Huh, what strange metaphors you speak in, Shenhe. Ever since you returned from one mean restaurant, your turns of phrase render one at quite the loss.
Where do we even begin? Oh, do you know...
One has only heard that the two...
He ran away from home.
Oh?
Ran away, you say?
Oh, okay.
What?
This shall not do. Lantern Rite fast approaches. We must make haste. As one was contacting various tailors around Liyue, one could not help but be reminded of Menogius. He possessed a singular talent for clothing design. He had an exquisite eye, not just for fabric selection. At a gathering of adepti, Bonanis once complained in secret to some of the ladies in attendance that the skirt Menogius made for her was too long and impractical, lamenting that it would only hinder her in battle. However, when one asked Menogius his opinion, he remarked that the train of the skirt would serve to enhance her adeptal countenance by exemplifying a certain elegance. Menogius was that type of person. when it came to topics relating to garments and later... one means to say that Lantern Rite should be it is a time to address problems before they turn into regrets. Fate is fickle. The cruel reality of this world is that suffering and misfortune can befall any of us without design or reason. If there is a chance for young people to remain insulated from this reality, one should do one's utmost to make it so.
That's nice and all, but...
Do you have any ideas, Cloud?
Perhaps adeptal arts could be of use.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Combining our... Aha! How about this? Does that make sense to everyone?
Yep.
What? Now then, I counsel rest for all.
Boring.
Add Astra. Thank you for Add Astra at.
Dare to mess with me? Have fun with this, kid!
Let's light it up! Everybody,
Enhanced cannon will mark.
disappear!
Right now, emerge. Go!
Witness the power.
Fight this on for size. Don't get it, you agree?
Right here. Right now. No, my sword. I'm always watching. Right here. Emerge.
Hi! Forward ambush! Help! Don't be scared!
Brain cutter. Ha. Right here.